All right, I'm going to take us through a tapping sequence for anger, and it involves the whole body, and I'll explain in a moment why that's so helpful for anger. And just to let you know where I am, I'm obviously not in Melbourne. I am on the property of my family home on the beautiful Sunshine Coast, and it's a very hot day today. So, yeah, just enjoying some nature time, which is always amazing for the nervous system. So the reason why using the whole body is so great for the emotion of anger and releasing anger is because anger is such a kinetic emotion. Like it's almost like a call to action to do something. When we feel anger, we want to do something. So it's really important to actually do something with that energy, because if we suppress it, if we keep it in, it just actually ends up harming ourselves through maybe gut issues or skin issues. So it's really important to have an outlet for that anger, for that emotion to move, and using tapping points around the whole body is a really beautiful way to do that. So if you're feeling anger and you've got all this emotion that you don't know what to do with, this is the perfect tapping sequence to do to lower that for you. So all you need is yourself, ideally a chair just to sit in, because we'll do a tapping point on the foot as well. And let's get into it. So to start with, let's just check in to that anger. So locate where you feel it in your body. Do you feel it in your hands? Do you feel it in your arms, in your shoulders? Do you feel it in your legs, in your belly, in your chest, in your head? There's no wrong answer. So just tune in to yourself and get a gauge of where you feel that. Once you've done that, we'll just check in now and give it a rating. So we locate and we rate. So give it a rating out of 10. How big out of 10 is that anger? 10 being the most anger you've ever felt, and 0 obviously being no anger at all. So just give that a number. Usually the first number that pops into your mind is usually the correct answer. So tapping side of the hand and just repeating after me. It looks like the cicadas have started to chime in, giving us some good vibrations. Hopefully they're not too loud. So even though I have all of this anger in and just say where you have that anger in your body. I accept myself and how I feel as much as I can. Very good. Going to the other hand. Even though I have all of this anger and just saying where you feel that anger. I accept myself and how I feel as much as I can. Great. So moving to the top of the head, just tap that top part of your head as softly or as firmly as comfortable for you. And then going to the tops, just above the ears. All of this anger. And then going behind, just behind the ears, on the scalp again. I'm so angry. Very good. And then going to the tops of your shoulders, so your trapezius muscles, all of this anger. Going to the wrists, so just tapping your wrists together. I'm so angry. And then going to just below the collarbone. I am so angry. Very good. Now going to, there's some kind of soft spots just down from the ends of the collarbone, just almost near your armpit, but not quite there. So just tapping, or you can rub them like that. All this anger. Sometimes anger can be disguised as grief, or grief can be disguised as anger. And these are the grief points for the lungs. Very good. Now, tapping, whoop, March fly. Chest points. So where you would normally do CPR, one hand there, and then one hand just halfway up. All of this anger. Very good. And then you're going to go to your rib cage, just below your breasts, or just below your pecs. Just rub them. If you prefer, you can tap them. They might feel a little bit sore or be a little bit tender. That's totally normal. These are the liver points, and that's often where we store anger, in the liver. So just giving them a nice little rub. Very good. And under the arms, all of this anger. And then we're going to go, so the back, just above the buttocks, your lumbar area, where your sacrum is. Just going to tap there. All of this anger. Maybe it just needs to be seen, heard, and felt. Very good. And then the next spots are just behind the knees. So we're just going to tap behind the knees. Very good. Then get your chair, get your foot, and we're going to tap on the ball of the foot. And if you want, you can really like punch it. It can feel quite nice. All of this anger. Then the other foot. All of this anger. Very good. All right. And then jump back up again, and we're going to just let the arms swing by our sides. You can close your eyes if you want to, or you can keep them open and just keep your gaze nice and soft. Really let those arms just swing and let them slap your body. All right. So now we're just going to check in again. So tune into that anger that you were feeling, or how you're feeling now. So we're going to locate and rate. So do you still feel it in that place, in that location in your body where you felt it before? Or has it moved? It's totally normal if it moves. That's what emotion does, it moves. And then we're just going to tune into what rating that we give it now. So maybe it was like an 8 before, maybe it's like a 6, or maybe it's a 4, maybe it's a 2. Maybe you don't really feel it anymore. Maybe it's changed as well. So anger, underneath anger can be like embarrassment or grief or sadness. So if you're not really feeling that anger anymore, there might be a different emotion now that's come up. So if you're still feeling a fair bit of anger, like over a 2 or something, more than a 2, feel free to just repeat this and comment below. What was your experience like? What number did you go from the beginning and then to the end? All right, hope that was helpful. See you in the next video.